Do 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 do. Alright. Alright. There's that. Shit. Go change that over to there. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, cool. Headset is on and working. Cool.
Welcome back, Justin.
Do do do. Let us see. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Trying to figure out what car I want to tune. Like tweaking something that I have, but what? Excuse me. Full drive. Want it. Oh, Ford Fiesta. Let's mess around with this. Got a 40 in my Ford Fiesta. Pay beer or pay them right. Alright. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Take that down. Abandon the setup. Going for the GMC. Okay. All right. We're going to tune the Cyclone. Okay, it's already all wheel. I don't really care about taking it off road, so there's that. Okay, race oil. Okay, now transmission. Okay. Hey, how's it going? And now if I change the rim size or change the rim, should get it to 800 like I want. Maybe. Hello?
Yo,
Oh, I didn't hear you join the Discord, man. Because
I didn't hear you join the Discord, dude.
I was already fucking in here.
You think you're better than me?
I do think that I'm better than you. I figured that was apparent.
What's anybody's parent got to do with this?
Your lack of parents is apparent. Ho ho! How you like that?
You know that my parents changed their name from Lack Off to Kaspersky right after the war?
Yeah, I'm not buying that. Not one bit.
Do you know anything about like ass cushions? Like brands? Like, have you heard any? I'm sure the answer is no, but you never know, man. You retain all the same autism information I do.
What are you asking about?
I'm just trying to pick out like an ideal ass cushion for my desk chair, and I've landed on purple. But I want to know if you have any input, if you have any like chairs that you
Negative.
figured.
Nope, that's out of my realm. Now, you talking about the company Purple?
Yeah.
I would imagine just by the reputational.
Well, there's always like naysayers for everything. So when you look shit up, for every brand that people say is the best, there's always like people like,
Oh
well,
no,
you
it's
know, they're
not.
limited.
I
So
just
so
went
that
to the hardware store and got some packing foam and fucking put
yes,
it in a
yes,
garbage bag and
and
I
those are the
sat
things that
on it.
it's kind of hard to weed out because like the general populace doesn't really like focus that well. So I try to like focus more on the in-depth people talking about things who are like, I've bought seven of them and compared them all, and this is my favorite. Not the people who are just like, uh,
Purple
yeah,
sucks. It's a fucking
I started
girl's
off my
color.
sister's purple once and it was terrible. I didn't like it at all. It's like, or like, people order like a generic version off Amazon, like that. It's like there's the same look as the purple one, but it's like $5, and like they're like, this thing sucks. I don't know what people are talking about with these purple cushions, like made out of completely different gel and foam, all that shit. Like all the pieces that they use are just shit.
Right.
Same design though, same like squared honeycomb or whatever design they use, and it just makes people like feel like they got the exact same thing. Amazon has really fucked with people's minds. It's why I feel like I can't like I have to just research everything adamantly and I can't trust people anymore.
I think that's just your paranoia.
No, that's not paranoia. That's just like things used to be made, and this is like an old person thing, but things used to be made great, and now they're not.
Back in
So
my
people
day,
stop buying
things
shit. Yeah, yeah.
things were made in America.
Yeah, I mean, literally, like, legitimately, it's a truth, dude. Like, there have been, there have been positives and negatives to like, expanding manufacturing overseas, and main companies mainly. Honestly, I don't even think that's it though. I think mainly the problem has been, um, companies just get too big and swallow up too many other companies, and all the quality standards become exactly the same. It's like 10 companies controlling the quality standards of like 200 American companies. You know what I mean?
I do.
So yeah, it becomes very difficult where it's like there'll be like a new brand that comes out of nowhere and is like really great and everybody loves them and everybody's like, "Oh, this is the new brand. I bought this for $10 and it's lasted me 5 years." And everybody's loving them. And then fucking here comes let's say fucking Amazon and they're like, "Ooh, we're going to buy that company." And then they buy that company and they keep making the same product for a little while, right? And then you keep getting the same product and you're like, "Oh, nothing happened. It's all fine." And then one day you get that product and it
It's
comes
different.
and you're like, this isn't the same product and it's a completely like it's like cheaper material, you know what I mean? Like all of a sudden the same fucking product that was awesome is now terrible.
Right.
I just did that with a hoodie brand that like used to make hoodies and they got sold to fucking one of the big clothing paper Bloom or Hanes or some fucking one of the bigger companies and um now that same hoodie that was like lasting years for the same exact price is now like lasting weeks. So
Yeah, fuck that then.
yeah, you gotta be careful about that shit. I don't like. I'm like, it's hard to tell when they're gonna sell. I don't like companies that sell to big companies because that's a bad sign. Like it almost always leads to bad shit. Like when they retain their own power, you find that they like end up doing well. The ones that are just like, I want to be a millionaire, end up always fucking everybody over.
Yeah, but
Not terrible, by the way.
you gotta invite me.
Oh. But American Giant for hoodies is now, and there's another company I can't remember. They both make like 10-year-ish hoodies. They both used to have 10-year warranties on their hoodies. One of them still does. American Giant does not, but in my to my knowledge, the hoodies are still a bit nicer than the other ones. Well, mostly I think they're made out of mostly cotton, but it's like uh, um, ring spun cotton, and it's like a high quality ring spun cotton, which I love. The other ones are made out of polyester, so they're easier to make softer, but that can also be deceptive because for bad synthetics can like go bad really fast. Um, Whereas like bad cotton is just starts out bad and stays bad. Bad polyester can start out bad and or start out great and become horrible very quickly. So you really got to be careful. Like polyester can be great, but you got to like be a lot more careful with polyester than you do with cotton and plus it melts to you. You know, it's not like ideal to have outfits made of fucking polyester at all on any planet.
Right, just in case you spontaneously combust.
No, in case you catch on fucking fire, you know what I mean? Like there are like 1,000 scenarios. Like that happens all the time where people like be wearing polyester shit, catch on
I
fire,
I know. I had a buddy have that happen to him.
and then he probably had to have fucking skin grafts and shit
He
because
over 83% of his body's burnt.
all because of the fucking shirt, the clothing he was wearing. That's the thing. It's like if he had been wearing a cotton shirt, it would have burnt off of him.
Oh
No
yeah.
problem. And that's the thing.
You
That's
gonna
scary.
invite
I mean,
me?
granted, yeah, I'm looking for your name on my long fucking list of offline names. Uh, that's the scary thing is that like, it's unlikely, but it still happens, and it doesn't happen with natural fabric. So it definitely makes me more like I'm definitely more likely if there's like a cotton variant of something that's high quality, I'm more likely to pick the cotton. If it's the company only makes polyester, I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do polyester.
Wait, are you telling me that you're poly? That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
There's all types of poly, by the way. You can't just be one type of poly.
Oh, well, I did not know.
Poly, I think, just means mini,
Oh, yeah.
or like that's like its origin. I don't know exactly what it is.
All right, I'm in your party.
Yeah, I wonder what the original. Yeah, there's something to do with that. Like I can't remember. I remember I've seen that before because they use poly in a lot of actual stuff that's not like. Um,
Yeah, poly means many.
yeah, it's okay. That's what I was.
It was the dark of the moon on the 6th of June in a Kenworth pulling hog. Cab over Pete with a reefer on and a Jimmy hauling hogs. Was heading for Bear on Iwano, about a mile out of Shaky Town. The Pigpen, this here's the rubber duck, and I'm about to put the hammer down. 'Cause we got a little old convoys rocking through the night. Yeah, we got a little old convoy. Ain't she a beautiful sight? Come on and join our convoy. Ain't nothing gonna get in our way. And roll this trucking
What's the
convoy.
fucking scene that they're singing? What's this the theme song that they're singing in? I can't. Dude, it's like stuck. It's like permanently ingrained into my head, but I can't like identify any of it enough to like any of the words or
Okay,
lyrics enough to
give me the
know what show
challenge.
it is.
Give me a challenge.
The movie, okay, can't Catch Me If You Can, Steven Spielberg movie with fucking Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
You know the movie. There's a part where he's watching TV with Amy Adams' parents, and like he's like dating her as like that doctor, like he's like he's like become a fake doctor at this point, and works for her dad at like the hospital or some shit like that, like faking being a doctor, and then ends up taking an interest in her and wants to like date her, and uh he like goes to meet her parents, and they're like singing, they're like having like some sort of fucking like family like get around the TV and watch the fucking TV show, and there's a TV show playing, and they're like singing it, the words to the theme song, and he doesn't know all of the words, and I cannot, and I can never remember what the fucking show is.
Hold on.
Something E double L Y, Kelly.
Has anybody here seen Kelly?
Has anybody ever seen Kelly? Kelly. Yes. Thank you. I showed Cammy that recently, and he was like fighting me to like watch it because he's starting to get into movies, but I think he's like still he keeps getting, how like teenagers get a sense that they know everything. Well, like even though he's like I've like got such a great track record, he still thinks he can fool me. Like he still thinks like sometimes he's like, oh, I don't want to watch that one. I'm not gonna like that old person movie. He did that with Catch Me If You Can, and I was like, dude, trust me, just trust me.
I'll
Like,
punch him if he doesn't like that movie.
and he ended up loving it, dude. Of course, like it's like he. It, every most of the movies I show him, he's like top 10. I'm like, how many fucking top 10s do you have? You're like, how's that possible?
Uh, has he watched What's Eating Gilbert Grape yet?
No, no, dude. We're going like really cinematic. Like I'm showing him like the best movies of all time first because I really want to like get him educated before I start like showing him like shittier movies or movies that are funny for other reasons or movies that didn't like that sort of like didn't live up to the hype or had cool things about them but not a lot enough about them, or you know what I mean? Like trying to start with the absolute, like everybody has to see these type of movies. And I've already watched like the blockbuster versions of those with him. Like he's seen mostly all of the like major blockbuster movies that were like really good. He hasn't gotten into the kitschy ones like Cars type
Armageddon.
shit, which I hope he's gonna have to do that eventually, even though it's not gonna be fun for him.
Armageddon.
Um, he has not seen Armageddon, but he would actually love that one. He loves like End of the World movies. It's cheesy and he's gonna make fun of it the whole time, but he will still love it.
Right. I don't want to miss a thing.
That's exactly how I feel about it. I hate Michael Bay as a director, but he pulled something weird together with that movie, and it just works. You know what I mean?
I
Whereas like
forgot that was a
Transformers,
Michael Bay movie, wasn't it?
yeah, dude, yeah, yeah. Like whereas Transformers, I can just dismiss. You know, I can easily just be like, Transformers, I don't give a fuck. It sucks. Yes, is there some like fun? Is there some fun shit going on in there? Sure. Is it a good movie? No. Do I care about it? No, or need to watch it? No. But with Armageddon, it's got something, and I don't know what it is.
Bruce
Maybe
Willis.
like a nine. I think maybe '90s love is
It could be
is
it,
that.
dude.
Let's think about Titanic, dude. Fucking James Cameron is not all that. Like
No.
he's not what is the people like way freaked out over him, and I think we're learning now that he's on his third fucking or fourth Avatar, third Avatar movie that we're like, okay, maybe he doesn't have as many tricks up his sleeve as everyone thought he did.
I just don't think he's all that good. Titanic was it. And
And
that's because he had Leo.
Titanic was like a glorious, like weird masterpiece, you know? Like it doesn't make any sense that that fucking blockbuster movie about love is like
What's
um
love got to do?
hit so many people on that hard, you know? It's like
It's dude.
there are disaster movies, there are all types of movies
It's because he's king of
that
the world.
he managed to scrape together the perfect cast and like the
He
perfect.
did to Kate Winslet.
He just, yeah, dude. He really, it just, there was magic in the air. That was lightning in the fucking bottle.
Although
And
Kate killed him. Weird flex.
because okay, you see his skills, his movie making skills in True Lies. That's one of my favorite fucking
Oh, fuck
Spielberg
yes,
movies.
dude.
Love that fucking movie. Great James Cameron movie. Easily one of my favorite James Cameron movies. But it's not like a brilliant director's movie when you
No.
watch it. Like that you can see stuntman shots that are like badly fucking mixed in. Like there's like all kinds of like goofy weird shit in it. It's just it's like it's the movie of like someone who loves movies and was able to like make a fun one of his own. You know what I mean? Like a clear, passionate movie fan who just wanted to like add like pizzazz to a really dull fucking currently at that time dull blockbuster genre, the action blockbuster. And so like
Yeah.
um he just pulled it off perfectly. But then people started like kissing his ass for like they didn't
Sir
they didn't
James
give him
Cameron.
credit
He was knighted, okay?
when he was making Avatar. People act like that was like the fucking best CGI that had ever come out at any point and will ever come out into the future. And it is not. It never was. I've seen movies that are older that have better CGI now that I've gone back, and it's not nearly as impressive as I once thought it was. And I've always kind of wondered like why people got so carried away with him then.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And they're still doing it. Like the new ones aren't breaking any fucking crazy ground. Dude's using way too much AI and then bragging about how he doesn't use it in his art generation. It's like you're still using fucking AI tools. I don't know, man.
He was knighted, okay? So put some respect on his name.
I like gave this dude like some leeway to stay in first, even though he's not better than me, and I definitely can pass him because he like was because I like bumped him and like I felt bad and I just left him and then like went to pass him and got a clean pass on him and then he just fucking ran into my ass immediately the first chance he got.
Eh, yeah, that's normally how it goes, man.
Didn't say sorry or anything after I had just said that for the same thing. But I didn't even hit him as hard. I like barely bumped him and I was like, I'll just let him stay up there for a second and like go back and reassess and hit it from a better angle.
He was mad that you took that spot back.
Okay, I'm gonna try to have a good next lap so I can actually prove that I am the better racer. Now that I have the clean lap space and not him.
Yeah, I just fucked up hard. Watch out for exploded sparks, by the way. I'll hit you.
Oh, I got a wall slow down. Fuck! And on my fucking lap, I was trying to get a good lap at the end too, when this guy's gonna pass me. Man, that
Yeah, that's a
sucks.
bitch.
Yeah, dude, I was so much better than him. That's bullshit.
See, the circuits fuck with me. I always do shit at them.
Circuits don't. Cities do. I don't know what it is, but all the buildings must be an autism thing. We just can't get through them.
Yeah, it fucks with us.
Plain track, I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
fucking the buildings and the shit, I always hit shit. And it's always this dumb little fucking mistakes, man. Like getting caught on a tiny little pole on the edge of the track
Yeah.
or some shit.
One
I'm
little
trying to make like
pixel.
super tight corners and shit. Like I'm trying to drive like I'm on a track, you know, and it's like really hard when they add these tiny little obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would keep all that shit behind the back of the race. You know what I mean? Like make the hitboxes of that stuff temporarily like a flat race line or something. I know it's not realistic, but it's not realistic to be racing through these fucking cities anyway. Like we're already stretching the reality.
Nuh-uh. You don't say that.
Just so like you can't get caught on a fucking tiny little pole or some shit like that. Just that's all. Like just that one thing, that small thing would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, you're
Or
not
make it
getting
like
it.
real life, where if you actually hit an object that was thin enough like that, you just break a little bit of it off the building and keep going. You know what I mean? Not stop it dead.
Right. Or we could take it even further and have your car fucking slingshot around. You know? Dear baby Jesus, please let me defeat my enemies. Love them more than you love me. Them. Love me more than you love them. Hard left coming. Oh, sorry, raccoon.
One thing I've always had like built into my fucking brain though is like I know when I'm gonna like I know exactly how fast I need to be going to not crash and things. When I crash, it's like I know exactly when I'm gonna crash. I feel like my body is like good at reading that part of my computer. Like I know exactly how much to brake without even like knowing any actual number. I don't know why, but I just do.
No, I know what you mean. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
I just have like a natural gift for that. But then like plenty of other natural flaws involving this type of racing shit. Like my hand-eye coordination isn't perfect, so I still fuck up. You know, a perfect racer can't fuck up. You can't just like crash into shit sometimes. Like you gotta never crash into shit, you know. And I don't like, I like just my mind wanders too much, and I end up like just crashing sometimes, you know. Sometimes I'm
Right.
like trying to focus, and I end up just like going off in a rant about random shit and not focusing.
About Chad Kroger from Nickelback. I'll take those last two spots from you guys at the last second to finish fifth. Hot
Dude,
damn.
if you ever need a fucking kitchen table, and you're not like a someone who gives a shit about like brands and like looks and shit. Well, you don't. I don't know why. I know you're not. I'm just not giving you. I'm to each their own. But
Hey,
like
look, first and second the championship.
those like go to like a restaurant at Quippers and just get a fucking restaurant table It blows my mind. The fucking those things, like, I don't know if it's just the ones I've been getting, but like they take such a goddamn beating. They're essentially just like it's like a plastic veneer on the top and rubber around the circle or square depending on what you have. But like
Hey, how's it
that
going?
shit holds up better than any shitty little piece of like plastic veneer table like that I've gotten anywhere else for some reason. I don't know what they do to them, but like and it's like, and the base is always made of dead fucking iron because they kick shit around at restaurants, and they have to be. They're made out of like a heavy, some sort of metal, at the very least. And so like you can get like you can literally spend like $30. Like I spent $30 on my tiny. I mean, it's a tiny one. You got higher prices, higher, bigger tables. But I spent like $30, and that table still looks like it did the day that I fucking all. They give you like the fucking table and the base, and they're like here, and you just screw it on at yourself at your house, and they or at your restaurant if you're buying it for a restaurant, and they
I was gonna say, is it legal to buy a restaurant table for a house?
right, yeah. So it's actually not. I'm no, I'm just kidding.
Oh shit, you're a criminal.
So the day I screwed that on was like 10 fucking years ago, or and it's like I just bought that fucking table. I don't understand it. Like it's such a piece of furniture that should be lasting like that.
Because you don't eat
I
on it.
use the shit out of no, I eat out on it constantly, dude. I fucking beat the shit out of it. I put shit on top of it. It was just storing a fucking fridge. I was just had a fridge on top of it for fucking
I
shits
don't
because I didn't
know.
have another table at the
Hey,
time.
thanks for stopping in.
I don't know what happens with that shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Good quality shit, I guess, for restaurant stuff. I'm gonna win this, George, so don't be surprised.
Well, it wasn't expensive enough to be like good quality restaurant shit. It's not like it's going to a fancy like it's like some fucking fancy restaurants coming in there buying that table. They're spending a lot more money, I'm sure,
I don't know.
but they still are meant to take a beating. I would say that because they're made for restaurants and and tons of
Probably it has to
people.
be. It probably has something to do with since it's like used with food. It has to be like food grade.
Yeah, they have some sort of like I bet they have some sort of like the base has to be made of specific weight or some the base has to be a specific weight. I bet they have all kinds of shit with that with
No, I was
the
thinking
base.
probably the finish of the veneer.
Yeah, because it's like, well, it's a literal, like, it feels, usually it feels like a thinner layer of plastic. It feels like it might be like a thick ass plastic veneer. But either way, it's like, it polishes up like new no matter what I do to it. It doesn't like melt like a plastic, break like a plastic. It's a very high temp, very high quality plastic.
Huh? Hell yeah.
I don't understand it honestly. It's like the opposite. It's like what you do to save money, not what you do to like buy it for life product. Yet it's turning out to possibly be a buy it for life product. It's weird.
I love those accidental purchases.
I have so many of those and I ruin and I like squandered them. Like I've got some fucking pants that I got at like TJ Maxx, and whenever I do that I don't like look into them, and like I just think like, oh, I'm sure these suck, but they're $10. And then the one will last like 10 years and like still be like super soft or something, and you're like, oh fuck man, I wish I would have bought like 10 of these and like looked into what the fuck the deal was.
Right.
I love it happening, but it does suck like when you can't replicate it. So lately, over the past few years, I've been paying attention to fabrics a lot. Oh, you dick!
What?
I just backed off for you to like give you more room, and this dude just used it to come around me like a fucking asshole.
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna need to pass you here now. Sorry. Oh, I'm trying to tell you, but I can't. Okay. Left side.
Take it. Come on.
you, bitch. That's what you get for being all rushy and shit.
Took it from him at the last second. Hell yeah. Even though I got third instead of fucking second.
Yeah, you would have had first. I wouldn't have like, and unless I got a clean pass, I was just gonna let it ride. And dude fucking comes barreling by me like an asshole.
I know, dude. He fucking. That's how he got around me. No,
I hate those people. That's not fucking skill, dude. That feels so lazy. It feels so clumsy.
I will say he didn't like hit me as hard as he could have.
Yeah, I at least appreciate that when they're not like dicks about it. When they're not like knocking you off the
But he
road. I'm not
definitely
trying to like
fucking
ram you
used
or
me to
anything.
stop. Yeah.
But it's just not cool. Like it's like like I like when there's like a nice line of like respect. Like I don't know, man. It just feels
Yeah.
different.
Like
Feels
call
less
outs with
fun.
me and you.
Yeah.
If you're like left side, I'm not like fuck you. I'm fucking 3 cars wide. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can keep an eye on the guy behind you, and you know when he's better than you. You know what I mean? Like you can, you're like, okay, I gotta let this guy by. You know what I mean? Like it's not like
No,
it's like
people
any
don't do
coaching
that,
factor where you
dude.
can tell when people are good or bad, or like if they can't if they're ahead of you and you know that you're better than them, you know that you need to pass them. And if they're behind you and they're better than you, sometimes you need to let them by.
Yeah.
This is not a good car to have here. You got the perfect car for this one. Just
Mm-hmm.
do do those like yeah, try to keep it as steady as possible, and you're golden.
Okay, in my head, I'm hearing fucking "If You Want Blood" by AC/DC because that's what played in fucking Talladega Nights.
It's a little too squirrely to hit these turns without spinning, so I think I'm gonna slide back a little, but hopefully I can keep up somewhat. And don't make the mistake of letting that like the bottom flat part pull you in. Always go around the bottom flat part. Never dip into it.
Good shit.
If you're dipping into the flat part, you're probably accidentally gonna take the next turn too hard.
Oh, that dude apologized. Fuck. Oh, slow down. Come on. No, 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 no. Go, go, go. Oh my god. Why would you fucking cut like that, asshole? Lapped a few cars there. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in.
You should have been in second place based on your lap time.
Oh, I know. But I kind of fucked up and was hitting that dude a little bit, so I felt bad. But he kind of did it himself because he fucking went down to that fucking flat part, got sucked in, and I was cutting it fucking perfect. It was a whole thing.
That part getting sucked in is what makes the world go round,
Yeah.
and the girl as well. Around the backside.
Giggity. Giggity, 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 goo. Come here, Meg.
Man, I'm having a lot of conflicted feelings over this controller. As like a person who is capable of repairing things, I feel like as a person who wants a new controller, I just honestly want a new controller. I've got some controllers I want to try out, and it's that simple. Like like I want to try out the HD 8-bit 2 controllers. I still haven't got to try out any of their newest ones, and I hear good things. I want to check them out. Um, and there are better expensive ones now since I've got this one. But it's so nice, and as I like when I play with it and I love it, I just feel like irresponsible not fixing it. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, that's up to you, my man.
But I don't know, man. I don't trying to get into
I'm
it.
gonna
Like
win
who
this.
fucking knows how hard this thing is to get into with the plastic? Like how like where if for instance there's some rubber areas on it. Like is the rubber gonna fucking is it on to a point where like once you pull it off, the rubber is just gonna be all fucking damaged and shit?
Yeah, you can't have a broken rubber, man.
That's true.
Accidents happen.
Don't forget that water there.
Yep, I forgot about that water. I love this map.
Like I get why people going back to what I was saying about like having a natural sort of kind of like weird natural thing going on with like driving. I get why like people become so obsessed with cars, you know? Like the I'm talking about like true car fans, not like assholes that pretend to be obsessed with cars. But I get like the racers, the people who are truly into the sport and like love the cars and the feeling of driving and all. Like I get it, you know what I mean? Like I get like the allure. It does feel like a sort of almost primal bond, like you're bonding with like a beast or something.
Well, yeah.
Like with dogs, how dogs are like man's best friend. It's like they it almost feels that way with like when like you're driving a fucking car and you're controlling the throttle and doing all of that. It's like all of our like science and everything from our heads put into like a fucking animal.
Well, yeah. That's great, dude. Damn, I almost had fucking third.
When those kids come barreling in the door and start fucking screaming, I hate it so much. They're not here yet, but whenever they do get here and I hear that sound of the kids just run,
Oh.
it's so chaotic. It's like, and then they're usually like frustrated. Like there's like frustrated parents walking in behind them, and like the kids don't give a shit. They're just like sprinting around the fucking house.
Okay, right. Cammy runs by, punches Mike in the balls. Sorry,
And
Dad.
none of it. Like kids are so bad at reading the room. Like it's remarkable. Like I'll say things like when, especially when
Well,
he's
who
like
the fuck
on
died?
the edge of a fucking breakdown, and I'll be like, Cammy, like, give your mom a fucking break, and he's like, what? I'm not doing anything. Well, and like you look over at her, and there's like a tear that falls out of her eye.
Right? Dios mio.
Yeah, dude, it's unfucking real how like how unable he is to tell when he's like really fucking with people. Does the same shit with me too, dude. Like he'll
Well,
tell me like
well, he
fucking
does it with
things like,
us. Like
well,
he's
I'm talking about like when he gets mean, like he'll get like weird, like he'll get like real weirdly difficult some days, and just like, like be annoying and stuff, and then you'll say, oh hey, like can you stop this nicely? And then he'll be like a dick back about it, He'll be like, fuck you, like not literally fuck you, but he'll be like,
Oh, I'm
you
sorry.
know me,
I didn't think I was talking to a bitch.
and then like when it gets serious, he'll get mad, and he'll like if I'm like, Hammy, seriously, stop it, and I get like a serious tone, then he'll get mad at me for getting serious. So then there's like a power dynamic where he's just like, uh, what, whatever, and like throws stuff down and like
What are
hits
you
us.
gonna do?
Yeah, dude, it's the fucking hormones. Holy shit.
Dude, Todd's kids will do that shit with me sometimes. Like, fucking pest the shit out of me. And fucking, cause like, I'll be
Are
over
you
there,
like told by Todd and Sam to calm down? Like, okay, they're just kids, chill.
fucking, no, cause like, I don't get fucking crazy, but I know different ways to fuck with them. You know what I mean?
I have a few times because like I have again I don't have like dad privileges, I'm not allowed to do everything. So, I have to deal with them, and so like there are certain times when I've been like at
Mike,
faults with Cammy,
smack him.
and I couldn't like relay to Steph like the seriousness of it. Like I'd be like I'm having like a lot of problems with Cammy, and she'd just be like, "Oh, just this and this," and then like after a while I'm like, "I'm gonna fucking kill your son if you don't like."
Alright. If you don't do something, I'm gonna pop him. Just one good time.
And then sometimes he's like super crazy good, like absurdly good, like real respectful, and like has all these like insightful things to say about like science and things like randomly. Like I don't even know who he is sometimes when he's when he's like switching people from uh like intriguing, interesting Cammy. And he'll be like talking about movies and talking about life and everything, and he'll be like a cool person to be around, and then bam, 13-year-old Cammy switches in.
Right? You've been a human too long. Revert back to animal mode.
Right. Yeah, you haven't done anything feral in a while, so
Don't forget who you are.
I forgot how hard this thing is to control, but it is like unquestionably fast. It's like the Lola of A class. Not nearly as easy to control as the Cyclone though, dude. I just recommend keep going with the Cyclone and A Dirt because one, I mean you've been seeing me dominate in first place with it, so it's good. Uh, and two, it might not be worth it for you to fiddle with this Ford. It's just so fiddly. But if you want a challenge, then fuck with the Ford.
Okay.
So maybe have both of them ready.
I got my cyclone tuned to street, so.
I thought you had both. Oh, you didn't know you were going to get a dirt one, but couldn't because we couldn't find one yet. And then when one popped out, you didn't have the money, so
Yeah.
you had to give it to me, and then I didn't end up getting it either. So
Yep.
and I had to find my own. I remember it's all coming back to me.
God damn, you got a fucking start on us, dude. You walked up to me and she asked me to dance. I asked her her name and in a dark brown voice she said Lola. L-O-L-A, Lola. Turtle, turtle.
Mike is a fucking champion donating fucking plasma for as long as he did. Do you get like $20 checks, man? Like,
Wait. I thought he took advantage of some bonus.
he just like like was just doing it for like months for extra money.
Jesus Christ, dude. All to
No, man,
fucking
yeah,
pay for an Xbox.
well, it wasn't specifically for that, but it turned out to be what it paid for, I think. But yeah, he was just doing it for extra money. He's just, I don't know, man.
That's odd.
He's like a weird Terminator when it comes to certain things. Other
Maybe
things are, he's,
maybe your
killing
sister told
vulnerable
him
people,
he's
probably.
not allowed to sell sperm.
Like he hates working around the house and stuff. You can tell it's like it like drives him absolutely crazy. But outside of the house, he doesn't seem to mind. He'll like go donate plasma and then go do like a fucking job, and then I could see him getting like a fucking second job or something, and being like
So I didn't have to do dishes.
yeah,
I'll to avoid doing dishes. I told my wife I got the second job so we would have extra money. It was really because I didn't feel like loading the dishwasher. Worth it.
or I just don't like my wife. How many people do you think have jobs to avoid their wives?
Probably a lot.
Yeah. Like they're like secretly they could have been getting a lot more time off work and they've been like making up stories about overtime and everything and they're just sitting at their desk like going like
Right.
typing on computers or something.
Right. Fucking Bill called off, so I gotta do a double.
When that shit happens, all I think is like I wish couples did that more. Like when Paul Rudd joins the fantasy football league and like pretends he's working instead of and she thinks he's having an affair. All I could think is like good, like give him that time and you go do something too. Like don't force spend that time together, you dumbasses. Like you've been together every day for too long. Like go do something separate.
Right. No, I agree, dude. That's what I told Tristan from the start. Like, look, I'm not gonna be stuck up your ass. Like, can't do it.
Yeah, I don't have it in me, man. Yeah, I'd have to. That's man, that's so frustrating. But yeah, that's like one of the things I'd have to like be very clear about.
Even though me and you can be stuck up each other's ass essentially, and it's whatever.
In a different way, where it's an autonomous. Like I'm making the choice. This is what I want to do. If she happens to want to do the same things with me, then maybe I will be, but not intentionally. And certainly wouldn't be like I don't have that like compromise. Like people have this like weird compromise that they're like, I don't need to play video games anymore. Like, let's just like both play racquetball. We both like racquetball. It's like, no, I want
Right?
to do everything that I want to do in life. Like, if I want to play video games, I want to play video games. If I want to go play racquetball, I want to go play racquetball. I don't want to miss any of it because
Are you
what's the
saying
point?
you don't want to miss a thing?
Yeah, I already got to miss a bunch of shit not being able to leave. Like, I don't need to be losing, leaving, yeah, missing out on more shit than I have to. I feel like my disability gives me the right to like be selfish and be like, no, I'm doing what I want to do. I'm bored as fuck a significant amount of my time, and I don't. It's not like I expect them to sit there with me doing it. You know what I mean? They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Right. Same. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I don't understand it either, man. Woo! 4th place.
Do you ever look around at some of the couples and just think like, you guys would be happier apart?
Yes. Oh God, all the
Is it?
time, dude. All the time, I look at
That's what I'm
people
saying.
and think that.
It, and isn't the ratio like significantly higher in that direction than in like happy couples who look perfectly happy together and you can tell are just like the one for each other?
Right. Oh yeah.
As like an observer, it's very obvious. It's like when you get swept up in it that you forget that shit. You get like blinded by the
Like.
yeah.
it
You were in it more recently than me. What the fuck happened, man? What made you go like what made you
really,
like lose your
it really wasn't like I fucking no. I knew like we first got together. I kind of wanted to split up, but
was it okay, be honest though, was it as it seems to happen and it was it like just like you were kind of like going through like a lonely period and like
no,
that was like your
no,
solution and then it just droned out too long?
no. She was fucking cool as fuck at the beginning, dude.
Okay. So it was like a legitimate like you just
Yeah,
okay, well, I'd expect that to happen more often. Like people
because
just like
I'm very hesitant about fucking jumping into a relation. Like I'm no, I'm like a deer. You know what I mean? Fucking, you
no,
can't
yeah,
move too fast, or I'm gone. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You only
I get
get
that totally.
so
I
many.
totally like that.
You get so many red flags with me, and it's not that many
Yeah, if you make me
before.
lift up my head and stare at you while I'm trying to eat grass
Yeah,
too many times, I'm gonna run away.
yeah.
Oh, this is not an easy one for a hard to control car. I hope you have easy to control car. This is that one where everybody like flops off the fucking cliff or road or
Ferrari.
like runs into some shit.
I got the off-road Ferrari. Somebody already did.
Oh, that is easy to control. Nice. And then I hate when like someone's really good in the race, like super fast, and it makes you have to race your absolute fastest. So you're taking risks you don't want to race. You're like, guys, slow down. We can go slower.
Right.
If we go slower, it's safer for both of us.
I just had a
But then they
fucking
go
wall
and then
slow
they have
down
to go fast.
when I had
I feel
second
like
place.
I feel like a lot of people crash like that, like people running up ahead because they think they're like super good, and then they like make the person behind them who's actually good go faster, and like they both crash because the person who's behind them listens to the person who went up, thinking like he's fast, he must know what he's talking about.
Oh my god. I spun out.
But a lot of crashes happen that way.
Oh yeah. People push themselves too hard.
Actually, I had like a worrisome talk with Kyle the last time we talked. Did I tell you about it?
No.
Well, not worrisome. It's Kyle. How worrisome could it get? Like the most worrisome it's getting is that he wants normal things. Okay. So he's just kind of my hero with how he like lives, like his life traveling everywhere and not like jumping into fucking relationships and babies and shit. The last time he's like was talking about how he's like tired of like the instability of shit and like um tired of like going home and like seeing his parents for holidays and stuff and like um they all have babies and they're asking him when he's gonna have babies and everything and like he's like feeling like pressure from that and he's like I think it's making him think he like wants to like start like having like a wife and a baby and everything. And I didn't
Huh.
want to like dissuade him, so I just kind of like gave him support. I was like, "Yeah, man, if you think you're ready for that, like everything, blah blah blah." But in my head, I'm thinking like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? You're falling for the same trap everybody does. Like, you like a girl, fine. Like, don't plan out your fucking baby before you've even met somebody.
Right?
Like, he's letting like people who are miserable and just want him to be miserable too get him to do that."
Yeah.
Like they do that shit to me. Everybody does that. Everybody holds their fucking baby pictures in front of you and says their baby is the cutest thing ever and it made their life the best thing ever and like there's no downside to having a baby. Everybody says that who has a baby. While you don't have a baby because they want you to have a baby. When are you gonna have kids? How many times have you heard that?
A lot.
Yeah, man.
A lot.
People got baby fever.
Yes, they do. Baby fever.
I feel like I'm gonna start being real with people when they ask me, and I'm just gonna start saying, "World's
You'd make an ugly
overpopulated,
baby.
man. Somebody's gotta not have
Oh.
babies."
Oh.
Like
No.
the responsible answer, because what I usually do is like I just
I
tell
was gonna
people like,
say
you
it
know,
just
because of
about.
my mental illness, like I don't want to have babies, and that's true. But like, um, and because of I just don't want one, because I don't think it's like for me, it's
I
not
think
like
I would eat my young. So
right, yeah. No, but I feel like it would do more service for the planet if I just started like telling people a true fact, like a real legitimate reason to not have babies, and the fact that like stop telling everybody to have babies because the world's overpopulated. You know what I mean? Like a non-rude way to like say like, hey, like there's other ways to live besides having fucking babies, and just to so you know, that's killing the fucking planet.
babies are killers, dude.
Well, they are, man. I'm not even joking. They fucking like
They drive
if
those
we
big trucks around and fucking pollute the environment.
if we stopped if we like had if people thought like more about when they had kids, like if they were going to be a great parent, and if they thought like if it was it the right thing for them, do they need to have a kid, you know what I mean, all those questions,
Are you gonna make an
before they
ugly
start thinking
baby?
about kids. If just less people had kids over the next 10 years, global warming would cease to be a problem. People don't realize that. Like I'm not even joking. If less people have kids, global warming would literally go away.
Ooh.
It can be solved by that. It can be fucking solved by that. Like it's isn't that crazy? Isn't that a fucking crazy fact that
Yes.
nobody cares about?
That is a crazy fact. Babies are
No one
the
cares.
reason we have fucking holes in the ozone layer.
And yet every single person like shames you. Not just like
Shame you.
mentions it or asks you questions. Like every single person goes through the shaming process of like, when are you going to have babies? You need
Oh,
to
you
have
don't have a
babies. It should
kid.
be normal. You should
I'm
have babies.
starting
You
to
don't have
think
a
that
kid.
you've never even had sex before.
Or like your family, how they'll
I
like
think
if
you're a
you don't have
virgin.
you don't have kids, they like take away benefits from you that you never should have lost, like weird
Christmas
things like
presents.
yeah, like you don't have
Dude,
kids, you
I
don't get
don't
these
get
benefits.
yeah, I don't get fucking like a cool ass Christmas present anymore.
Like I the things that people do because you don't have a baby, they literally people punish you for not having babies in this world. That's how it is, man. So and they teach young people that their whole lives that up until that point that they're just what are you doing? I'm learning in school and growing up and gonna find a girlfriend or a boyfriend and I'm going to have a baby and a family and a house. You know what I mean? That's what every kid would say if you asked them what they were gonna do with their life.
Right?
Not one of them would be like, I think I'm gonna like become a scientist and maybe spend like 20 years in a lab and you know what I mean? Like there are like those are way too niche conversations. Like we need to have a lot more of those. Regular people can be extraordinary too. You know what I mean? One
Well,
of us could
yeah,
have done something fucking crazy and we don't know it.
we still can.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, honestly, I think you're more likely to invent something as a fucking autistic person.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't know what benefits my different afflictions have and which ones are responsible for what, but it does certainly seem like the autism is a common factor in the creativity. I have the fact that I have so many friends who are autistic accidentally and they're all creative is definitely more of a coincidence than makes sense. I
Right.
also do know some like sad autistic people though, like this one guy that my friend talks to that like just does nothing but come up with these terrible knock like jokes and writes them down and like posts them online. Like it'll be like, "What did the egg say to the salad?" Egg salad, and like he'll like post them, and it's like the most depressing like form of autism I've ever seen. And it's just like these obsessive, and he's obsessed with it too. Like he's truly like autistic, but he's like one of the autistic people from the movie that you kind of feel bad for.
Right. No, I know what
And
you're talking.
that makes me feel like a fucking like I got like such a good autism build, even though I didn't really. I mean, look at our lives, but still much better than could have been. I'd rather like I don't want to be oblivious. I think that's my biggest fear. Like I don't want to be oblivious to like reality and that like sort of like that oblivion that you see in like certain people is a little sad sometimes.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
I think I can take anything besides that. Like give me fucking agoraphobia, sure. All right, cool. I
Oh,
don't
I
give a
missed
fuck
the
what you give me,
checkpoint.
but like don't make me oblivious because holy shit, that is like the ultimate.
Nope.
Like I don't want to. Oh my god, I never want to be like in a car accident, like eating out of a fork that like my sister is holding. Like here you go, and I'm like, nah.
Right.
Like I'm not like shitting on that way of life. Obviously, there's plenty of people who find happiness, but
I mean,
I
are
don't know.
they even aware of that they're fucking, you know?
I don't know, man. I don't know how it is to be them, but I just know that in my current form, I couldn't take that.
I don't know. I think if we were able to fucking combine our autism traits, we'd be a superhuman.
Wish we could, dude. I feel that way about other people too, you know? It's like they're different. There are things that like they're hindrances and there are helpful things. I have
Yeah.
some hindrances. You have some
If
hindrances.
if I didn't have like fucking anxiety, like in the form of stage fright, dude, I'd totally do fucking open mic.
How do you have stage fright but not like
I
any
don't
autism?
fucking know.
Interesting. I can't do either, but like they go hand in hand to me. I don't see one as more scary than the other. They both just seem equally scary.
Mm-mm. Nope. I could do
What's
fucking talk.
what's